Wait a minute. Charges. What's up there, YouTube? How you doing? Got something kind of neat today. Found an old phone of mine from 2020. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Tammy, hey, what's up? I just come across something pretty interesting. I got an old phone of mine from 2020. I forgot I even had the damn thing. It was like, I guess it was a track phone or something back, what's that, 4 years ago, 2020. And it's talking about, there's like articles on the pandemic and all this shit. But there's a YouTuber in here, I'm going to play it tonight. This guy was on point, and I don't see him anymore. Do you remember, I think his name was Jeremy Harold, the hip-hop patriot? This thing's gold, man. He's talking about how they basically illegally, what do you call it, impeached Trump. Wait till you hear this. Yeah, this guy was a trip. He was around for a while, and I think they kept booting him off of YouTube. He went over to Rumble. And I think I either got this is probably off of Rumble. Or he had to hop around for a while, but he was on point. Anyway, it was interesting. I was just listening to this shit, and it's the timing's incredible because here we're coming to the election, and I just find this thing. I'll show you in a minute. Hopefully, when I go to put this thing on, I was going to put it on. I don't think there should be any copyright thing on there. I don't know though. It's from 4 years ago, and I don't know. I think it's from Rumble. I'm not sure. Wonder if I can do that and play it, or you know what I'm saying? Will there be a problem with that? Or do I play the audio, or how do I get by with that? I don't want any problem with a copyright thing. I don't think there would be, because I actually maybe, but yeah, I don't know whether I can. Should be some way you could figure that out, but it's definitely pretty interesting because it talks about. I'll play a little bit right now. And hey, who's that? Chillin', what's up? Okay, I don't know, dude. Dude, I think there's something in the water making you do that. Yeah, get some forever chemicals going on in your head there. Chillin', is that your name? Where you from, Chillin'? Here, hang on, Tammy. Let me see if I can play this. Wait a minute. Hopefully I can bring this thing up. I'm kicking back in the backwoods of Colorado. That's cool. There you go, dude. Colorado, huh? Yeah. Let me see if I can get this thing up and running. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Found an old track phone of mine here. Can you guys see that? All right. I hope this doesn't cause an issue. Wait a minute. That's crazy. I'm getting... Oh, it's because I'm out. The Wi-Fi. It's picking up Wi-Fi. Hang on 1 minute. Wow, I got an old... Damn, this is crazy. Hang on. Shit. Hope I can get this back up. Wait a minute. Where the hell's it at? Here, is this it? Maybe this is it. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? Jeremy Harold, the hip-hop patriot from Live from America here. I imagine this video is going to be shared all
I'll just let you guys listen to it. Can you hear it?
Ladies and gentlemen, on OAN, CNN,
I don't know whether
news, on major news, they are talking about this entire Capitol incident.
this is a January 6th.
Event. I normally don't come on live outside of doing Live from America doing the podcast, but this is, I literally just had to text friends in Congress and everything. I just literally.
There you go. You're right. He did say that. That's great. I'm glad he said that.
Positions of power and other influencers. Okay? They are federal investigators, FBI, and other federal investigators, law enforcement, DC law enforcement. Every one of them, ladies and gentlemen,
Tammy, can you hear this all right?
Reporting right now that this was a pre-planned event. And while they got us focused on the impeachment, while they got us focused on being a pre-planned event, while they got us focusing on that it's probably Trump supporters that they're going to, obviously we even know that people on the left are already getting arrested, but regardless, that doesn't matter.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this was a pre-planned event, and we know this, we all know this, but if federal investigators are saying it, and even CNN just reported on it, and OAN is reporting on it, then the impeachment was illegal. The entire basis and the predicate for the impeachment was Donald Trump's speech, his rhetoric while he gave his speech in D.C. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. That is what they just impeached him on. The House. That's what President Donald J. Trump just got impeached on. He just got impeached on them saying that his speech caused the violence. But now they're saying it was pre-planned far ahead of time. So if it was pre-planned far ahead of the event, and this is being told by federal investigators and everything, then that means that the impeachment was rushed. They did not allow an opportunity for a full investigation to be done, which you should do when you're impeaching the President of the United States of America. They rushed it.
I think that's me talking.
Yesterday,
I was talking while I recorded this.
the impeachment goes through.
I don't know what I was saying.
Boss Donald Trump. I mean, what kind of president can be impeached twice, right, and still be sitting in his presidency? But that's not here nor there. That's just me just being ridiculous for a minute. But this is serious. We need to get this out far and wide. And I'm not saying that the people who are in the know in the Trump campaign probably don't realize this, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. I haven't seen anybody say anything about it because things have been happening so fast. Their entire argument, ladies and gentlemen, for impeaching the President of the United States again was literally the speech that he gave. And they are citing the rhetoric that was in that speech as the catalyst for people to go break into the Capitol building, even though we've already told the timeline. And the timeline they broke into before
cool.
The speech was even done.
Hopefully notifications are going out.
That means that all of those Democrats and all of those rhinos who just voted to impeach Donald Trump based on his rhetoric at the speech that he gave should resign. They should be either resign or be arrested right now.
Bingo.
Because they did not do the one thing that you should do as a person who makes laws, as a congressperson, as a congressman man or woman, as anybody who knows any kind of rule of law whatsoever. You wait for an investigation.
This guy was tight with some law enforcement people here.
Especially when you are voting to get rid of, unseat, take away security briefings for the rest of his life, take away his Secret Service detail, remove him, Control, Alt, Delete, Orange Man bad, okay? They're so focused on that, they didn't even let an investigation
This
happen.
is from
But now the
2020.
full investigation is taking place.
I found it on a phone I forgot I even had.
Investigation are all like, yeah, this was a pre-planned event.
And he said share it out, so I guess it's no problem.
Oops. You went too fast. You went head first. And if your goal was to try to pin this on Trump or his supporters, you just messed up big time. Because in the midst of you trying to say this was a pre-planned event, and if you are trying to pin it on Trump supporters as terrorists, then that means that you're admitting federal
years later, and they're still trying to call us patriots criminals.
All right?
Unbelievable.
Then how can you say then that Donald Trump's rhetoric caused the riot or the incident, whatever you want to call it? We're calling it more than an incident because, supposedly a lot of people were hurt, people died. So, ladies and gentlemen, they just impeached him illegally. Illegally. They had no right to do that. And now they were just proved wrong by the federal investigators themselves, by CNN. CNN couldn't wait they couldn't wait, right? They had to rush right to it. This was a pre-planned event. Cool. Thank you for proving our point that the president's speech did not cause it. And now you just overplayed your hand. I know this sounds like people are probably watching this and going, oh, this is, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I was looking for it.
It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. It doesn't matter, but it does matter. It does matter.
Hola.
And the right people need to make it matter. And maybe this was President Donald Trump's plan the entire time. Who knows? But what they just did is they illegally impeached a sitting president of the United States of America because they have a vendetta against him. They used a story, and the story, they just literally blew up their own story. They just blew up their own story. If that's exactly what.
How you doing, Paul? King Paul, I guess.
I'm not the FBI. I'm not the federal investigators.
Habla English.
This was a pre-planned event.
I only know poquito español, a little bit. I'm not sure what you asked.
Of a sitting, duly elected
What?
president of the United States of America. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I know I asked you to do this for the shows and for the podcasts, which were just incredible tonight. We had 30,000 people watching live. We got 23,000 people now. Share this out. Tag your congressmen and women. Tag your senators. Tag your influencers. If you have anybody anywhere.
I'm glad I recorded this.
So this is important.
I took this off of wherever, Rumble or YouTube or something, but I put it on just regular video in here on my phone. What do you call it? My video gallery.
Monitoring everything all the time. Every hour of the day, I'm monitoring many different things, many different stations, many different websites, even monitoring the people on the left and what they're doing. And I'm sitting there looking at it all, and I go,
This guy's name was Jeremy. Wait a minute. Holiday or something. Hip Hop Patriot. Wait a minute.
All right, so get it out there, guys.
I can't remember his last name now.
Pre-planned means it couldn't have been Donald Trump's speech, which means
Jeremy.
you rushed it, you didn't wait for the investigation, and you illegally impeached him. Good job, Democrats. Way to go. Way to go. Overplaying your hand once again. All right, guys. Jeremy Harrell, the Hip Hop Patriot.
Jeremy Harrell.
Harrell.com.
I looked him up again. I don't think he's around anymore.
See what happens. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, keep your shoulders back, keep your chest.
He was a good YouTuber too. I subscribed to him, and I think one of the few when I was over at Rumble for a little while. I had a channel. I never put any material. That's pretty cool. I found that on an old. It's a track phone. Well, my other phone died back in 2020. That's crazy. And I wanted to see what was on it. I charged it up. It's been sitting in a drawer for forever. Didn't even know I had it in the back of a drawer. That's awesome. So basically what he's saying is that the whole impeachment thing sounds like it was illegal the way he's talking. What's that say? Can't see that. Yeah. So, anyway, I thought it was interesting. Figured I'd play it. Could you guys make that out? Could you hear him? I guess you could hear him. I could hear him. I'm sitting right next to him. That's from 2020. You see what else? See if I have anything else on this phone that's worth looking at from that time period. Let's see. You know what? It's trying to let me bring up a YouTube channel I had that it was it was just a channel. I didn't have any material on it, I don't think. But I don't have I'm outside the store here. It's got Wi-Fi. That's why it's working. Let me see something here. Hang on 1 minute. Check it out. My photo gallery in here. Let's see, what's this? Hang on. Wait a minute. Here. There's a picture of me. 2020. I'll be right back. Oh, I was wondering what that said.
We had one of our leaderships in that role begging for National Guard to come in. When there was intelligence out there that...
Boy, this thing's gold. I'm finding all kinds. Hey, Tammy, are you there yet? There's all kinds of neat shit in this phone. I noticed one thing though. I got 4 thumbs up. That's cool. Wait 1 second here. See, mother. Oh shit! My other phone's working. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Anybody that's out there, appreciate you stopping by. I don't know if you just saw that. I found a phone today of mine that I forgot. It was a track phone from 2020. Before I really did any content on YouTube, I had a YouTube channel, and I just go comment on other people's things. So I found that, and then I went over. I'm looking in the I guess it's a gallery where your photos and videos would be. I found some gold, and that bitch right here is, wait a minute, trying to bring it up here. Like old news clips that basically, you got to see it. I'll play it again in a couple minutes. It was, one guy was on here, it was called the Hip Hop Patriot, Jeremy Harold. And I remember him, he was pretty good YouTube channel. And I think he had a Rumble account too. Anyway, what happened was I'm watching that, and I'm realizing there's other shit, other news clips from Trump's, what do you call it, the January 6th stuff. And that's the one thing the guy was talking about in the impeachments. And he's saying how the impeachment was illegal. And when you look and listen to this guy, yeah, it kind of was. I think he was right on that. But it kind of got shuffled under the rug. People stopped talking about it and they moved on to the next thing. I don't know. I think the whole thing was total bullshit, and so does a lot of other people. January 6th is definitely total bullshit. That was a setup, and they'll try to do it again. You watch. When it's going to happen, when the election goes off, what you'll have is, what the hell is this? What you'll have is somebody going to try to steal the election, if you know what I'm saying. Something will happen. Or civil war will pop off because they didn't like the results, or they're not going to certify, or whatever the hell it is. We're in for another January 6th moment, but maybe 10 times worse. That's what I think's coming. And I think it's ironic that I found this. Let me, here's something from CNN, I think.
This was in the plans. It is unacceptable.
Wait a minute.
That size of a crowd could come and actually take over not only the grounds, but take over the halls of Congress. I think the first and foremost, we must have
Must have been a news thing from 4 years ago.
Police, federal as well as state and local investigation into law enforcement. What I
Yeah, what a bunch of shit.
Democracy accountable.
What a bunch of shit.
Well, what I want to say is that this man, this woman,
Oh, I remember
and
this.
this woman, they are the clear and present danger.
That's that lady's talking now has a YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna play that right now. I don't know if there's any kind of problem with the copyright thing. She probably wouldn't. She probably wanted you to share it out anyway. But let me see if what else I find here that I can put up. Let's see here. Okay. Also had articles that I don't know if I can read them to you, I guess. I don't know if you can even see that. What else is in here? Let me see. Here you go. Here's something on the pandemic. I don't know whether former Pfizer VP, no need for vaccines. The pandemic is effectively over. Yet they kept kicking out more and more people out of the military because they weren't getting the shots. And what's this? 2020. That was November 23rd. I bet you people were still getting thrown out of the military. And saying right there, Pfizer saying no. The VP for Pfizer. No need for vaccine. The pandemic is effectively over. People were still losing their frickin' jobs. Unbelievable. Let's see what else is on here. There's my cat. I don't know if you can see him. Here's my other cat. Can you even see that? I don't know. My work schedule. I got all kind of shit here. There you go. Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. I think I was going to do a Dirty Harry channel instead of Josie Wales at first. I forget. Guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you guys saw. Hopefully everybody saw the thing with Jeremy Harold on it. Hang on 1 minute. Let me see if I find anything else in here. It's weird as shit. I found it. I didn't even know I had this phone. Charged it, and I'm like, wow, check this shit out. It's from 4 years ago. I didn't even know I had stuff on there, so. But it would make sense because it was a track phone, and I think I used it when I was out of work or something right during the beginning of the pandemic, the first year or so. Everybody was out, and I couldn't really afford anything, so I bought a track phone, and I put everything on this for a while. I never jumped it over to my next phone, I don't think. Let me see. I guess that's maybe all that's on there. That's a shame. Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. Let's see here. Now this is what we just saw, I think.
What's up, everybody?
Here you go. I was on Rumble and YouTube back in the day.
All over the world, because literally nobody's talking about it because things are happening entirely too fast for us to wrap our minds around. All right? I'm going to, as always, we got to let some people jump on. But right now, everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, on OAN, CNN, on individual news, on major news, they are talking
Hey, if you guys want me to keep playing this, give me some kind of indication that you're still there. It says there's 4 people on there. If not, I'll just turn this off and start talking.
Friends in Congress and everything. I just literally realized something and had to text everybody. And people that are in positions of power and other
kill this now.
Right now, that this was a pre-planned event. And while they got us focused on the impeachment, while they got us focused on being a pre-planned
I can turn it off.
while they got us focusing on that it's probably Trump supporters that they're going to, obviously.
There you go. It's crazy. Found that today. Anyway, I guess, is there anybody even on here? Wait a minute. I'm probably going to kill this live stream. I'm going to end up doing another one a little bit. I just wanted to come on and show you guys. It was crazy. Basically, there was a lot of shit that's been forgotten from, the impeachment and all that shit and January 6th, and nobody's talking about it anymore. So when I looked at that, I was like, damn, I got to put this back up there for a minute. That's the problem with the news. It spins shit in and out of the cycle so quick, you forget about it in, a couple days. It's gone. It's like, I was talking the other day about something that crashed in Washington, D.C., and there was a little bit of mention here and there about it in the news. Now they're trying to make it fade away. Unbelievable. Leaving us in the dark and lying to us in a regular day. Anyway, I'm going to hop off of here. I'll be back in a little while. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. If you don't come back, I'll probably be back in 25 minutes or so. I got to go run an errand. And I'll see you then.